Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 from Project Ghost with another WarDragons diary. So I'd like to thank everyone for continuing to watch my vlog. We're on day 7 and things are going well. PvP treasure hunt phase started yesterday and today PvP started. Just about an hour ago the islands started, the PvP phase, the actual attack phase, and in about 20 minutes or so we got through them all. So right now they're just starting to respawn, so I'm just building up my points, slowly trying to make sure I don't miss the opportunity for me to get to that final prize. So when PvP, the actual PvP island comes up, that actually gives you the most points when you're looking at individual points, and it also helps with the team points as well. It yields the most as you steal 8% of your opponents if you win, or you lose 8% if you lose. So basically right now we're trying to get through as many islands as possible. This is usually the case because it always tends to be the last couple ranking is off by just a couple 100,000. So all these small islands count, and like I said the other day, I'm going for at least the 499,000 point prize, so I need to get as much done as possible. I was on when we went through them the first time. These smaller islands don't give me as much points, but you know, it's not necessarily for myself that I'm doing it for the team as well. So everybody should be putting effort in, so these crappy points from these smaller islands doesn't all fall onto one person. So our team is usually really good with that, which is great. Right now I'm flying Craylos. I'm sure everybody knows of this dragon. I made a video about him as well when he first came out, but by far my favorite my favorite PvP dragon. He's less applicable now because he can't take down those uber bases, but still a great dragon for your gold runs, for these PvP black bloods, or even on PvP when you're trying to get through the first part of an island. So yesterday or the day before, I talked about the benefits of making your base long, but you want to make sure it's consolidated. It was a few days ago, and basically Craylos can help you get through that. So he flies significantly faster than everything else. Yay, we'll go through this island. So he's great for getting through large long islands as long as the towers aren't too big. So anything above like 115, he's gonna die, he's gonna fall. The video I did, I think the top base that I flew and got 70% on was 80 billion, but now that we're getting to those bigger towers with the larger amount of health, it just makes it more difficult. But he's still a very resourceful dragon, so I still keep the rider on him, I still keep the gear on him, just because I use him so much, because it helps me get a lot done in a short amount of time. So in this 3 minutes that I've been flying this, I've flown 3 times, so it's taking me about a minute with all the loading per run, which is a great speed. Lets me get through as much as possible, and I don't want to be doing this any more than I have to be. So basically I save all of my inner fires for my megas when we do the Blitz, when the PvP island shows up. So what we do is we all gather, we all call out, we determine how many people are online at the time, and we all call and we designate some people for defending and some people for doing the wave. Now in Diamond you need roughly 20 megas to get through the PvP island. So we try to aim to have 22 or 23 people online. Sometimes on the off hours it's a little more difficult, but we usually do fairly well. I'd say we win about 60 to 75% of our PvPs, but we do have our off days. But they go very quick. I know there's a platinum team and lower sapphire teams. You'll see these islands go down in 60 seconds. That's probably because everybody's using Craylos. Up here on this level, generally it's 2 minutes, or maybe a little more, or maybe a little less, but it's just because these bases, Craylos can't take them anymore, so it's not like you can get to 70% and quit and still get the full points, because your Craylos will die before it gets that far, depending on how you have him set up. Now, recently, the mythic from last season, Icarus, came out, and Icarus also uses wind gear. Now, last season I got Icarus, and I love Krelos too much to let go of his gear, so my Icarus is chilling with elite gear. I know this is probably very foolish, it happens. When I really need him on the off weeks, I'll bring, or when we're in a very big battle and I can't use Krelos anymore, I'll bring Icarus into my lineup and I'll switch the rider around. It takes a few minutes to do, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm sure my teammates may get a little upset with me because I kind of started working on a different island, the deepest one, as opposed to the one that I saw a couple others starting. But that's just because I'll probably finish this within the hour. It's very important that you finish these islands within the hour to get full VP for them. So usually in Gauntlet on our team, we get through all of the chain islands usually about 2 times before the PvP comes out. This time we had a 30-minute break because it only took us 20 some minutes to get through all of the islands, and then we had to wait half an hour for the first one to respawn again. Never start the PvP unless you're done all of the chain islands, as it is proportional to what your progression is on the actual chain islands. So the goal is always to get as far as you can, get to the end, and then focus on PvP. And on the off hours, using your free energy, I recommend not really using too many inner fires. I know there's a lot of people that do use megas on these regular islands. I actually don't think it's that practical or that smart of a use of your inner fires. I understand if you're attaching 1 or 2 when you're flying, but you're getting almost double the points when you fly the PvP. So make yourself available, fly in the PvP. It helps your team because that's where the bulk of your points are going to be coming from. And you'll find that you get a better yield of points for your inner fires as well. So what we tend to do is, once it gets really busy and people start getting tired, we focus on these last 3. So Gustav, Vampire, Storm, and maybe even Claw. We focus on those ones and the PvP, and that way we're keeping up with the side points as well as the PvP. Then when it gets to the end of the actual event on Monday, you'll see a Blitz and all these islands will be permanently down. So our goal, last event during the breed, as everybody saw, we placed first, which helped a lot with my sigils, and everybody out here knows that I'm on a mission this event to get as far as I can, or hopefully finish the rest of the line. So I've been flying supers on these bases for the last hour with a 30-minute break, because all of the islands were cleared. So now I'm back at it, and I'll be around for the PvP. But just to show everyone where I stand for points so far, let me just open this up. So I'm at 16,000 points. You know, it's not bad. I got a few more sigils, which is great. We're going to open those right now before I have to open them up later on and feel guilty because, you know, no one is around when I opened it. So I got 800. Gonna collect 2 prizes. Oh, so much closer to getting to that garnet stone. Once again, once you get to the garnet stone, the prices significantly drop. I have gotten more bronze chests because I've been flying all these supers. So we're just going to open up those, see if we can't get one extra prize before I let you go for the day. No sigils, no sigils. I think I've only gotten 25 sigils so far. This really sucks. Yay, 25 more sigils. I think I need around 75 more. That's 50. Okay. Hopefully we can do it. So just continuing to pull. And by the time I do the video tomorrow, we would have probably gone through about 8 PvP islands already. So I should have quite a bit. I'll probably be at around, you know, 120, 130,000 points by the time we do 125 sigils on a bronze chest. That's amazing. So I should be at about 120,000 or so points by then, and I'll have a good head start. And that's just what I needed. So I'll collect this. So there we go. And let's look at the prizes. So looking at the prizes, I've collected up to there so far. Look, this is what I have to look forward to. So I got 200 there. 350 makes 550. Then 300 more makes 850. Then 850 more is total 1700 plus 500 would be 2200 to 3500 to 4300 to 5300 to 6500, and I'll probably end up somewhere around here unless I really push and go crazy and get the 700. So I'm going to get close to 10,000 sigils from this, not to mention the chests that I will get along the way. So it's a long 5 days to go through, but hang in there. I think we can do it. I know some said that I probably won't be able to do it, but if I have to use every single inner fire that I have to try to get there, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really push for it. So once again, we got PvP Island coming up. Make sure before then you get through all of your chain islands. And don't forget, it is a PvP week, so you want to make sure that you are relaxing where you can. Atlas is 24 hours, but you know, with this event, maybe every 3 hours at best. So you don't really have to worry about logging in and being online to protect your castles all the time. So I usually try to rest as much as I can during PvP, as Atlas never seems to want to let me do so. So once again, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or any topics that you want me to talk about, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure I bring it up in the next vlog. So tomorrow's posting, I'll bring it up again, and it will really help me in picking topics to talk about instead of me rambling on about normal stuff or anything in random stuff that's happening for me. So leave a comment for me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.